The visa. I don't care anymore.
I'm done. I'm done, please.
No, please. You did? What me no? Stop.
Like, I'm just a nobody. That's just how I'll put it, it's worth.
Myalami, Angela Dean's estranged ex-husband, has once again put her at the center of a legal drama. Based on current reports and a major setback to her ongoing battle with her ex-partner Michael, who was the first to file a lawsuit against her and accused her of emotional and financial abuse in addition to demanding repayment of money he claims Angela stole during their marriage, the court has flatly rejected Angela's appeal for another legal case against Michael. Known for being a fierce and combative personality on reality TV, Angela tried to fight back by filing a counter case in an attempt to prove her own grievances against Michael. However, after losing the first case, the court quickly rejected her appeal, stating that Angela had not provided enough evidence to support a trial, while Michael had provided a plethora of hard evidence that convinced the court to rule in his favor. In addition to being ashamed, Angela has suffered serious financial and reputational repercussions as a result of this court setback. As the years passed, it became more evident that Michael had become tired of Angela's constant manipulation and verbal abuse, which ultimately prompted him to file a lawsuit against her. Their relationship, which was characterized by violent altercations, accusations, and a never-ending power struggle, has been a lengthy and turbulent one both on and off-screen. The cornerstone of Michael's case against Angela was his accusation of emotional abuse and financial misconduct, which was supported by financial records and testimonies from mutual friends. He gave detailed accounts of how Angela had verbally attacked him throughout their relationship and controlled his access to money, allegedly withholding money that was rightfully his and leaving him in a precarious financial situation even after they split up. Michael's claims were taken seriously by the court because he had presented substantial evidence, including text messages, video recordings, and financial records that clearly showed Angela's manipulative behavior. His legal team contended that Angela had exploited Michael's loyalty by taking advantage of him financially and publicly humiliating him multiple times. As a result of this evidence, Michael won the case, and the court ordered Angela to pay back the money she owed him in response to Michael's legal arguments. Triumph never one to back down from a battle. Angela swiftly filed a countersuit in an attempt to reverse her ex-husband's actions. Angela asserted that Michael had manipulated the situation to make her appear bad and that she had been unfairly depicted as the aggressor in their relationship. She also claimed that she had made financial contributions to their relationship that were not acknowledged in the court's earlier decision. The money at question, according to Angela's legal team, was used to maintain Michael's lifestyle, including paying for his costs in Nigeria while they were still together. Despite her tenacity and forceful rhetoric, Angela's case lacked the substantial evidence required to persuade the court, in contrast to Michael's, who had presented a clear paper trail and tangible proof of his claims. Angela maintains that she had made emotional and financial sacrifices for Michael and believed that the court's decision disregarded her contributions to their marriage. Angela's arguments were largely based on her personal perspective of the relationship. The court found that Angela's accusations were vague and lacked supporting documentation, leading to her losing the case. Unwilling to accept defeat, Angela quickly moved to file an appeal hoping to overturn the ruling that had gone in Michael's favor. However, the appeal process proved to be yet another uphill battle for Angela. The court required new evidence or a substantial error in the previous ruling for an appeal to be granted, and unfortunately for Angela, she could not provide either. Her legal team argued that the initial case had been biased against her due to her public persona as a reality TV star, claiming that the court had unfairly judged her based on her on-screen behavior rather than the facts of the case. They also attempted to bring forward new witnesses, including members of Angela's family, to testify on her behalf, though their testimonies offered little in the way of concrete evidence. In contrast, Michael's legal team continued to build on the strong case they had presented in the initial trial. They argued that Angela's appeal was a last-ditch effort to avoid facing the consequences of her actions, and that her lack of substantial new evidence proved that the original ruling had been just and fair. The court agreed, and Angela's appeal was swiftly denied. Unlike Michael, who had produced comprehensive documentation, Angela's accusations lacked concrete evidence, which was the main reason the court rejected her appeal. The court determined that the emotive pleas and personal tales that constituted Angela's argument were insufficient for a case of this size. The judge declared that although Angela might have felt wronged by Michael in certain areas of their relationship, her complaints did not stand up to legal scrutiny in the absence of specific financial records or in-depth testimony to back up her claims. It was evident that Angela had not met the burden of proof necessary to reverse the initial decision. Angela's case just couldn't proceed, and this decision was a major setback for her both legally and psychologically. In addition to requiring her to pay back the money she owed Michael, the court also ordered her to pay some of his legal bills, which made matters worse. After years of public and private outbursts, the news of Angela's legal defeat spread, and public opinion remained sharply divided. Many viewers of 90 Day Fiancé had long been critical of Angela's treatment of Michael, and this legal defeat seemed to validate their concerns. Angela's once confident demeanor seemed to crack under the weight of this legal defeat, and many of her critics viewed the court's decision as a form of poetic justice. After years of Angela's domineering behavior, social media was ablaze with comments applauding Michael for standing up for himself and finally receiving the justice he deserved. Meanwhile, Angela's staunch supporters persisted in defending her, saying that the court's ruling was unjust and that Michael had abused the situation. According to others, Angela's fiery nature was used against her in both the court of public opinion and the actual court for these fans, and she had been misrepresented throughout the legal procedures. Angela's loss was not a sign of justice. Rather, it showed that the legal system had overlooked the complexities of her relationship with Michael, which went beyond the humiliation she endured in public and the legal setback. Angela is currently facing serious financial repercussions. The court's decision required her to pay some of Michael's legal bills in addition to returning the money she had kept. Given her already limited resources, this financial burden has put Angela in a precarious position. For years, Angela had positioned herself as the breadwinner in her relationship with Michael, frequently using money as a tool for control. Now, however, the roles have reversed, and she faces a financial reckoning that may have long-term effects. In the wake of this legal battle, Angela's future in the entertainment industry has also been called into question. Although she is still a well-known figure in the reality television world, her reputation has suffered greatly, and sources close to her have revealed that she is having difficulty finding the money to pay the court's dems. This has led to speculation about whether she will be able to maintain her current lifestyle. It might be challenging for Angela to get Michael future opportunities in the spotlight given her legal issues, public outbursts, and dwindling fan base. After years of putting up with Angela's financial deception and mental abuse, this legal victory signifies more than simply a victory in court. It's a turning point in his life. At last, Michael has regained his sense of authority and fairness. In addition to improving his financial situation, the court's decision has given him peace of mind about his turbulent relationship with Angela, according to interviews conducted after the court's ruling. With a court decision behind him, Michael openly discussed the challenges he faced during his marriage to Angela and how her constant need for control had negatively impacted his emotional health. He expressed relief that the legal battle was over and that he could now finally move on with his life. Rebuilding his life and seeking new opportunities on a personal and professional level are Michael's main priorities. When the court denied Angela's appeal, this defeat serves as a stark reminder that Angela's actions have consequences, both legally and personally. It remains to be seen whether she will be able to recover from the setback, but one thing is certain: Angela's reign of control over Michael is officially over. Thank you for watching. May mark the end of the long and tragic story between Angela Deem and Michael Alami. The legal battles appear to have been resolved, and both parties now have the opportunity to move on from the toxic relationship that has defined so much of their lives in recent years.